Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Let's make this quick. I have things to do tonight. All right, let's get this spread. OMI is up about 0.8% on the day to 000617. Based on the chart, it's again still be trading like a penny stock. It has 355,000 in volume. I guess that's better than like the 191 we had the other day. For anyone taking a look at it, every now and then it goes, I'll go in and vote where it says, how do you feel about OMI today? Despite my better judgment, I do always put the rocket just because got to get positive momentum out there, even though it would benefit me super greatly. I don't think that's good English. For it to go down just so I can get it cheaper. I will be, again, currently have 186 million OMI. Old goal was 200 million. The new goal is between 225 and 250. Give or take, depending on what certain things happen. I'll keep you posted on how I've been able to do that. But again, there's been a reason why I haven't been home in 2 months. All right, moving on here. Let's take a look at the rest of the markets to see how OMI compares. I was talking to a buddy of mine before. We like a certain amount of crypto that's in the top 150, that's in the top 100. A lot of that really does move with Bitcoin, though, and it moves with the rest of the market. OMI usually doesn't. We are down about 1.2% today for Bitcoin. It was up to over 66,000 yesterday. It's 65.3 right now. Down 2.5% on Ethereum, 2.2% on BNB, up 0.5% on Solana, down 0.5% on XRP, down 2.4% on Lido Stake, down 4% on Toncoin, down 2.4% on Doge. But Cardano's up 1%. But outside of Cardano and Solana, the rest of the top 10 are not looking good. A lot of the stuff outside of it, like Polkadot, Chainlink, Polygon, Matic, like that's 1% and above. So it is kind of a mixed bag, even if the top 10 are not good. At least on the day, they're down. So the other day I had posted a ton about all of the different media outlets that have been posting on about Blackpink, but then there was one that happened to come out after I had made the video. And it is Rolling Stone. Shout out to them. And just right there, right below the title, new series comes via New Zealand-based company VeVe, and they took special care, VeVe, at least the last couple of days to say, hey, it's capital V, lowercase e, capital V, lowercase e, and that's how you'd spell VeVe, as you see on the hat. Something else I noticed, though, is that Sour Candy by Blackpink and Lady Gaga is supposedly in the works for the Fortnite festival, and this is something that every now and then, whenever VeVe releases something, Fortnite kind of releases something as well. And most likely it's just the licensors being like, oh, if we go here, we might as well go here as well. And they can kind of feed off each other and advertise for each other and that type of thing. But it seems that a lot of these ads that you go in and take a look at over on X, this one happens to have 882,000 there, but these are multiple ads that VeVe's actually paying for, and the impressions for most of them are over 1 million, but this one happens to have a bit under. Be advised, though, that the first announcement from the VeVe Digital Collectibles account over on X, that has 2.8 million views, and that's the one that, for whatever reason, they had to go in and delete. So that 2.8 million, that's from something that's not even there anymore. But again, the rest of them do have mostly million and above. In other news, we have comics and crypto, which are mostly known for comics over in the VeVe app. They go say, the name's Gambit, mon ami, remember it. And obviously that's in Gambit's voice, getting a sub 100 Gambit. I'm not 100% sure how much they paid. I would guess in the $50, $60 range, but just there's a reason why they got them. If anyone's ever seen X-Men 97, it just finished like yesterday, day and a half ago. If you've seen that, you know why. If you haven't seen it, I 9.5 out of 10 recommend it. It's probably one of the best things that Marvel's put out in a few years. And it was, oh my God, it was so good. The writing, the action, the feels. Go see it. Goodbye, Season 7, and hello, Season 8. That's what VeVe had gone on and done. They had just posted that cake. Now, this birthday cake, which you light it on fire and then it disintegrates the top layer, revealing the layer underneath it, that originally was popularized on TikTok with a Charmander birthday cake. They light the tail for Charmander's flame, and then the top layer gets disintegrated, revealing a Charmeleon, his evolved form. That layer gets disintegrated, revealing the Charizard, the final form. So when they posted this, everyone's like, oh my God, it's Pokemon. Oh my God, it's Pokemon. It's a big tease. And there's a bunch of reasons why. Obviously, just because of the viral TikTok, that we had talked about the other day. But then the other day you had Slevin Calvara going and saying, hey fam, did David Yu secure the Pokemon license? And the only options were, of course, it's the boss, or never, VeVe is dead. Obviously, I think it's kind of somewhere in between, like working on it, just haven't secured it yet. But then again, they might have secured it and just not told anyone. Nobody had any idea Blackpink was coming, and they've been working on that for years. So they're really, really tight-lipped in a bunch of stuff. But after that, you had the machine, Ya Machine, going out and saying, oh, anything is possible, and having a couple of little really cool pictures there, Pikachu, Venusaur, and Charizard. Be advised, if they went and did a Pokemon drop, it wouldn't look like that. I'll tell you why in a minute. But David Yu in response, if these are what I think they are, heart, as in, oh, obviously he knows what it is. He's one of the biggest Pokemon masters of all time, same as me. And that also comes off the tail where Asa goes out and posts, just walk into Pokemon headquarters with the Blackpink promo video, meaning that, again, there was a show, Gilmore Girls came out years ago, where Lorelai and Rory, they both wanted Rory to go to Harvard. Grandparents wanted her to go to Yale. She does eventually decide to go to Yale. Spoilers, sorry. But in that argument, her grandma says, if she got into Yale, don't you think that Harvard would want her more? And that kind of goes in and says, oh, that does make some poetic sense. As in, hey, we have Blackpink, the most popular girl band group in the entire world, that might make Pokemon want them a little bit more. So I just went and reposted that. And again, with David going and tweeting just underneath a Pokemon speculation thing, I'm not saying that that's something that we have, but I do think that's something that David is probably inching closer towards with each passing day, with each new license, with each new drop, with us getting a whole bunch of revenue from that. But again, that's just my opinion. I don't want to be a moon boy here, just throwing that out there. David being quite chatty over on the X recently at VeVe Value, saying just how impressive is VeVe in securing partnerships. Estimated net worth between 4 of their partners alone. We have YG Entertainment, Disney, Marvel Studios, and Lamborghini. That's well over $300 billion. So in those 4 licenses, you're pretty close to $500 billion. And David had gone on and said, USPS. I think the reason they didn't add him, and VeVe Values even says, that's so funny, I was literally writing USPS in place of Lambo, but couldn't find the concrete net worth of USPS. I think that's just because USPS has been in debt, like billions of dollars in debt for a long time. Obviously, a lot of disruption that Amazon did. But all of what we've been seeing the last few years is really just the VeVe app. And there's going to be where is this going to post over here? There's a multi-year spending programs over the years that I happened to look up. And if you take a look at that, you had, Apple iPhone, the R&D spending between 04 and 07 was 3.6 billion. Manhattan Project was 23 billion. Tesla was 25 billion, the capital burn before the FCF profitability. Boeing, which might not be the best example because that is having some major issues the last couple months with the whistleblowers getting unalived and stuff. But anyway, Boeing had 32 billion for the 787 Dreamliner program. Google, other bets were 40 billion the last 10 years. But if you go and you take a look, okay, Chavez, what does this have to do with VeVe and spending? They're not spending billions of dollars. You're right, not yet. But Meta Reality Labs has been on the pace of about 25 billion per year. They might sustain that for the next couple of years. Meta Labs, obviously Facebook, that's Mark Zuckerberg, obviously changing the name of the company from Facebook to Meta. Reality Labs, this has gone in, and by the time 2030 rolls around, if he doesn't up the ante and he doesn't up the spending, which he most likely will, but if he doesn't and it stays the same rate, that run rate's going to be $250 billion by the end of the decade. He's not doing that just because the metaverse is going to be worth $1 trillion and he put in $250 billion and he makes a little bit. No, he's doing that because the metaverse is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. And what is right around the corner? The VeVeverse. Moving on. All right, here's Comics and Crypto with some comics, saying we have recent X-Men number 130, which is first appearance of Dazzler, which Taylor Swift is most likely going to play over in the Deadpool movie, has multiple confirmed sales of over 400. The current floor, at least as I'm making this video, was 625. Oh my God, that is absolutely bananas. Somebody sent me this in a video that they were going in and about to watch. I pay for YouTube Red or Premium, whatever it's called. where you don't have to watch ads, but this person is just, I remember this one time at Bandcamp? No, at Decon, me and Taps were sharing a room in separate beds. By the way, we don't swing that way. Anyway, he goes, "Hey, I want to play you something." I'm like, okay, and then as he goes to play me something, I hear an ad playing. I was like, Taps, is that an ad? Like, dude makes a hell of a lot more than I do, and he's just like, yeah, I don't want to pay like the $12 a month. Like, Taps, you're killing me right now. Anyway, all that to say, in the ads that somebody was watching, it did say VeVe Comics, and then the ad beneath was, oh, new VeVe releases every Wednesday, and then become a licensor. I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, My Collectibles, which is the VeVe community manager right now, saying the VeVe team has been working almost around the clock to bring Blackpink collaboration together. Even more exciting announcements to come. How's it been so far, fam? Comment down below. Where he goes and he says even more exciting announcements to come. Everyone just went crazy with that. But comment down below all of your exciting theories and all of your exciting things that you're looking forward to that they might announce soon. Shortly. I feel like soon is a bad word. I did it. I passed 1 million points. And then Blackpink comes along and I'll never have 1 million points again. But let it be known that at one point in time, the real Randy Chavez was a millionaire in MCP points, and maybe one day I'll get that again. I'll just buy a bunch of bronze tickets and convert it just to have that, but feels good. Feels good, man. Ron English has come out and say hi this Saturday in Dallas. They'll have exclusive, unique, hand-painted print drop. Go see this. That's at Texas Naturally Surreal, May 18th, 2024. Opening reception from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. RO2 Art Gallery, 2606, Baton, St. Dallas, Texas. I have gone to one of his launch parties before in New York. It was hella fun. I recommend going. Sleeping Comics saying, first appearance of the potentially bad guy for the next X-Men. Thank you. Talking about Onslaught. He happened to buy it for $1. Yeah, that's a good move, Sleeping. Good move. Shout out to Bill Gardner, who's going to be our next guest on OMI is My Homie next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for reaching level 61. Always a couple levels ahead of me. Always a couple levels. So Elio Trades had posted before, hey, I'd like to see an analysis on coins on AI and gaming that have zero or close to zero investor unlocks coming. Supply controlled by foundation / staking, etc. is less toxic and can even be positive incentives for stakers and real users. Big VC unlocks are literal cancer for coins, and the community should rally around fairly priced tokens without skeletons. One of the things that I had posted is what I like about OMI is that it's fully diluted, no VC dumps, and major utilities happening within the next month or so. Dr. Profit, likewise, had says, how about the Akomi or OMI token, fully diluted, no VC dumps, real burn is coming on their OMI to NFT marketplace. Some of their collectibles will be used in gaming, but mostly AR and metaverse. Some of their latest drops include Assassin's Creed, truly visionary leadership team. The OMI token is intended for use in the VeVe digital collectibles ecosystem, with over 10 million digital collectibles NFTs sold since the beginning of 2021, and a range of international brands, artists, and IP partners releasing content through the platform. VeVe is the world's leading digital collectibles platform. And obviously, since the OMI token is pretty much married to it, and we are about to get OMI to NFT, I would say by the end of June. If not June, definitely in Q3. But remember, I promise, if we do not have OMI to NFT by the end of Q2, I will sell a good amount of my collectibles in order to get a bunch more OMI, just because it will still be so undervalued. And if they don't have it by the end of Q2, there will likely be a little bit of FUD driving that price down. Papa's going to capitalize. Big Daddy Chavez is going to capitalize. Shout out to KC for giving me that nickname. And then if anyone wants to FUD, they're like, oh, no VC dump? Are we forgetting the boogeyman? In reference to he who shall not be named. And Dr. Prophet saying he is out of the token, just signifying that that person or the boogeyman that people speak of has no tokens left. And that is not the only person with multiple billions of tokens that is out of tokens. There is another, and they can no longer dump on us. Also, VeVe's Instagram is up 25,000 new followers since the Blackpink announcement. Pretty heckin' awesome. We got some numbers today saying, according to 13F reporting, 937 professional firms were invested in U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs as of March 31st. In comparison, gold ETFs had 95 professional firms invested in their first quarter, meaning we have almost 10 times the amount of firms investing in Bitcoin as they did with gold. And obviously, you saw what gold did. That just, oh my God, that was insane. Now, obviously, retail owns a majority of the float. Professional investors held exposure of about 11 billion by the end of Q1, representing 18.7% of the Bitcoin ETF. So, yeah, that's going to get huge. And you know what else is going to get huge? The returns, the ROIs, and the spillage over into altcoins. Oh, hey, here's another ad from VeVe that got 1.6 million impressions, and that was as of several hours ago. The Blackpink global fan base, which has 1.1 million followers over on X, says Jenny, who's the one that had donated, she just donated 100 million won to Habitat Korea, an international housing welfare nonprofit organization, to help the Korean youth in the name of her fan club Blink. I thought that was pretty awesome, and I decided to say, hey, I'm so happy for her, so proud of these girls. Can't wait to go and get their digital collectible next week on VeVe. Bloomberg Crypto, which has over 1.1 million followers on X, says more than 10% of South Koreans are trading crypto as a local retail investors pile into digital assets. I responded that from my experience in Earth 2, I've seen what South Koreans do in digital assets. Nothing short of impressive. I can't wait to see what they do next week when Blackpink drops digital collectibles on the VeVe app. Shout out to them. And speaking of them, VeVe's original video that they posted on Instagram has over 100,000 likes talking about Blackpink. So that is pretty heckin' awesome. VeVe posting on X, pay homage to the widely popular Symbiote Spider-Man series with this epic cover of Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads #2, drawn by Greg Land. This one-of-one Marvel artwork is available via silent auction starting on 20 May at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll go for several thousand. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you all. Class dismissed. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.